Hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, welcome if you are new. Today is Friday, it's Friday evening, it's currently 4 o'clock. I have finished work, it is officially the weekend, and I thought I would take you for a little weekend in my life because we've got some really cute little activities planned this weekend. We are planning a little day out tomorrow, which is the first weekend since we bought the car. And then Sunday I'm going out for roast with two of one's a current work colleague and one's an ex-work colleague. And we're gonna go and have a little Sunday roast. And then it's actually the 1st of February tomorrow, which means it's all the month end stuff I need to get done, like the general reset, but like the month end reset. So there's a lot going on this weekend. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be really cozy, really country, and I'm just thrilled. I've just come back from town. I picked up a couple of bits while I was out. I went to the library and returned some books and picked up the Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England by Brandon Sanderson. I went to Superdrug and picked up one of these little loofah things to wash in the shower and some heat protection spray because my one had run out. And then while I was in town, and I've always wanted to read this. It's by Emily McIntyre and it's the Never After set of like interconnected stories, and they're basically stories based off of, I think, fairy tales. So you've got Crossed, Twisted, Wretched, I think, Scarred and Hooked. So I picked these up because they were 20 quid. But I'm gonna head upstairs and I think just sit on my computer and get some stuff done before the end of the day. Alex has gone out to go pick up the parcel shelf, the spare wheel, and he's gone into a town nearby to go buy some bits because there's some shops there he wanted to go to. So we've had a bit of a separate start to the weekend, but we will come together this evening. I think I filmed the intro yesterday and I don't know how much of that is going to stay in, but I filmed a little intro yesterday for a really cute little weekend we had planned. And then the weather turned. So Alex has actually gone to an indoor museum. I've not, because it's about planes. So he's gone to do that. I'm staying here. And then tomorrow I'm still going for roast, but it means the weekend has become less of like an eventy, let's go do things and go places weekend, and more of a staying at home and then just popping out for roast tomorrow. But it is currently 11 o'clock. I just filmed my monthly TBR, so I have my little TBR stack now in front of me, and I think I'm just gonna spend like the time here, either in the house or heading into town. I need to work out what to do about lunch. I might do a little like scroll through like Uber Eats and those kind of like delivery services to see what actually gets delivered here. I just thought I'd check in. The plan has changed a little bit and I'm not going anywhere today or doing anything remotely exciting, so it's more of a home day. I've got a lot of things I need to get done. I've currently watered the plants. Let me show you. So I've left the plants in this house for way too long, and a lot of them are looking really sad, like really, really sad. So I've only watered the downstairs plants currently, and I will do the upstairs later. But they're currently sat in the sink. The sink looks like it's been overgrown, but yeah, they've all been watered and they're sitting there to kind of dry off a little bit. We've got the most stunning flowers. Look at these. These are tulips, but they look almost like poppies. They're just stunning. And then the little white pops. Oh, I'm obsessed. I absolutely just love them. It's a bit of a change of weekend, but that's what happens. I also made these yesterday and I didn't film them. They're like little Lego plants. So my best mate bought me this little Lego set that makes like these little like succulents. I've still got some more to make, which I think are in this room. Here's the box. So there's still that one, that one, that one, and that one left to make. So those 4, and I've made these 5. And the puzzle I haven't really touched since I first started it, but the puzzle is here. We need to work out what we're doing about the other one. Yeah, it's currently 11 o'clock. The first thing to do is import the footage from the video I just filmed, check it over, make sure it's okay, and then we will go from there. I was scrolling down Uber Eats, Deliveroo, and I started adding a couple of things to my basket. I tried a few different restaurants But I was like, these are all so expensive and I could just head into town and pay half the price and get out the house. So that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm currently still wearing the laziest trousers in the world, so I'm also gonna change my trousers into jeans. So I'm actually gonna leave the house. Look at that. Sometimes a little dinner date by yourself is exactly what you need. So I'm gonna take my book. I'm currently reading Olivia Blake's One for My Enemy, which I'm really not sure about, but I'm gonna keep reading it nonetheless. And yeah, I'm gonna go head into town, which is very exciting. I was looking at a couple of different delivery options. I really am craving like carbs, so like pasta or rice or noodles. And I had tried like 3 different restaurants, and each time, including delivery, it would come to like 30, 40 pounds. And I was like, that's just so not worth it just for me. So I decided to absolutely scrap that and go into town. I've left every single light on in this house. Now back from town. I really hurt my elbow. I bashed my elbow this morning on the wall. I may have even caught it on camera, I can't remember. My elbow really hurts. So hopefully I haven't like permanently damaged it. Anyway, I am now back. It is just after 2 o'clock. I had cannelloni, like spinach and ricotta cannelloni, a Biscoff cheesecake, and then a can of appetizer. It was really, really nice, and it was under 30 quid, which I also got to eat out, and you know, it was hot and it was served, and I didn't have to like, it was, I'm glad I did it that way. I'm glad I didn't do a takeaway. I feel like we are close enough to takeaways they deliver, but like too far away that takeaways can't get here and still be hot. So yeah, I'm glad I did it that way and not the way that I was originally planning. And then I sat in the library for, I don't know, about 25, 30 minutes and read some more of my book. And it was just like a really nice afternoon. Alex is currently, I think, at a pub halfway between where he was and here. And we've had dinner out separate from each other. Anyway, and I got a good chunk of my book read. I know this isn't a reading vlog, but I was on page, I think like 140 when I left the house, and now I'm on page 306. So I made some really decent progress while I was out. I am now home. I'm gonna do a little bit of stuff on the computer. I've got some editing to do. I need to put in my goal trackers and stuff because it is the 1st of February. And there are some goals I'm doing the whole way through the year. Savings, like I've got a yearly saving goal, reading and book related goals, and YouTube. And they're the only 3 goals that I set at the beginning of the year. The rest of my goals, I think we've had this conversation before, but I won't set those, I think, until either the start of March or the start of April. Basically when the weather gets lighter and warmer. I'm not very good at goals and like resetting my life when it's just really miserable outside. parcel delivered, and I think I know what it is. I think it's a scrapbook, but it's also a very big box for that, so I'm not sure. It was a ridiculously large box for a scrapbook. So I used to use the scrapbooks and Paper Chase. Paper Chase recently went into administration, got bought out by either Sainsbury's or Tesco, but they didn't buy out these, they only bought out some of the other bits. So I now can't buy the ones I used to buy that had loads and loads of pages on. And the only one I can find is like really skinny, so I think it's only got 40 sheets in it. So I think it might end up being like only a couple of years. Look at them all, they're so fun. I think this one's my favourite, and then followed by this one. I just think this one is so cute. So we'll scatter these about the house at some point, but at the moment they're going to live there. And one thing I am going to do, which is quite sad, is break this puzzle up. So I've still got a puzzle, which is this one, that I'm working on. I've just done the outside. But this puzzle here, I finished it a little while ago, and I'm going to break it up and put it back in the box, and then maybe next year I'll get it back out again and do it again. Morning, it's now Sunday. I'm gonna empty the dishwasher. I've woken up, come on in the night, so I'm in quite a lot of I'm in day one pain. And then my elbow still hurts from yesterday, so I'm just feeling a bit sorry for myself. Very exciting day today because I'm going out for dinner or lunch with some friends. But yeah, I think when I go out later I'm gonna put on, I think, a green jumper and then a blazer. I think I might just curl up on the sofa and read some more of my book. I'm currently reading Nothing Like the Movies, which is the second book to Better Than the Movies. It's fine. I feel like the first one was like cutesy and this one is very much giving teenage, which the first one did as well, but like I feel like this one's really, really giving it. I've lost my train of thought. I slept so well and then obviously woke up in the morning and I was like, we have one of these chopping boards, which if you've not seen them, I think this one's Joseph and Joseph. You chop everything like normal, it's like a normal chopping board, and then you go and pour it in. There are two jobs I want to do today before I head off, and both of them are organising cupboards. So one of them is a cupboard under the sink, and one of them is a cupboard at the bottom of the stairs. Also, on the boring kitchen chats, we bought a new non-stick frying pan, and I think it's changed the whole game. I've had the same non-stick Tefal frying pan since I moved out of my house, my family house, when I went to university, which means it's like coming up to 11 years old. And the non-stick was just not sticking. Well, it was sticking, that's the problem. We bought a new one. We bought one of those ones with the click-clack handles. And honestly, if you've been putting off buying a new frying pan, this is your sign. Time to put the kettle on. The other thing we need to buy, and you might have seen it from, you're slightly too low. Let me, And the other thing we need to buy, which you might have seen from some of the close-up shots of pouring cups of tea, is a new kettle. Our kettle is an old office kettle. So I used to work for a normal marketing agency, so not digital, just like marketing, back pre-COVID, and it closed in January of 2020, so before the lockdowns even started. And it closed down, and we were allowed to like nick stuff from the office. I nicked the kettle because I just moved. I was about to move into a flat that didn't have one. So I nicked the kettle and I bought one of the Mac desktops off my boss, which lasted me a couple of years. But this kettle, I think, was in the boom office for a long time, let alone now in my house. Are you enjoying these really boring kitchen chats? Because of blood is like such, I love the sweet soft thing with them. Just like the actual mouth is my favorite alien. Right, this is one of the cupboards. It's the classic cupboard under the sink. And we have these, which probably, to be honest, should go in the other cupboard. And then it's supposed to be cleaning stuff on this side and cleaning utensils on this side, but it's kind of just become a dumping ground. Tell me that's not better. So there I've got all the cleaning stuff there, so they're all the liquids. I've put the dustpan and brush at the front because it's the kind of thing you reach for quite a lot. All the washing stuff is in the middle, and I have one of these without a lid. So I've popped the washing tablets in there. And then we've got all of the like cloths and bags and things at the back. This is where Alex puts his pods for his coffee machine. And then this is like other cleaning bits. No, I don't need to leave for like another 2 hours. Should I do the big scary cupboard? Is that better? That's so much better. So you've now got bags for life in here, and then the two small umbrellas. Very good. The big umbrellas are down there. These are all tools and DIY stuff, with a bit overfill up there. Yes. Spare things, washing stuff. This blazer and jumper combo, I swear, has me in an absolute chokehold. Like, I wear this combination more than is normal or healthy. It's so sunny outside, like I actually can't get over it. Like, all I've done the last couple of weeks is complain about the weather, and now it's blue skies and sunshine, and I am so happy to see the sun. I actually cannot quite put it into words. Like, I am absolutely buzzing. Oh my god, the pressure. How do I adjust this seat? Guys, I mastered it. Fabulous. I have never driven this car before, if you cannot tell. So I'm trying to connect to Alex's phone. If I plug this in. Oh, Apple CarPlay. Yes! So let's stick the place I want to go on maps. How do I turn the sound down? Just while I chat to you guys and get going. But yeah, I'm now heading off to meet my friends for a roast. Got my sunglasses. I actually have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't driven this car. How do I reverse? Fabulous. Right. What's me to go that way? I've made it and it's really, really busy, so I'm going to pretend that I'm not talking to you and I'm talking on my phone, but I've just arrived. I have 5 minutes until I'm due to meet the people I'm meant to meet here, so I'm going to wrap everything up, get out the car, but I made it. I'm here. It's actually a really nice car to drive. It was I I need to get a proper now. It was absolutely delicious. We had roast lamb and I'm now driving home. Honestly, it was just so good to catch up. Actually quite a lovely evening. You know when you just get like hit by a little urge to potter? And pottering in a house is so much more satisfying than pottering in a flat. I just can't, it's like night and day. So I pottered downstairs, put some things away, tidied up, emptied the bins. I even emptied the ash container that's like holding all the ash from the fireplace. Like, I honestly just had such a lovely little potter, and I was listening to an audiobook. You know when you reach a point where you're now like hate reading? I've been sat on the bed for the last, I don't know, half an hour reading more of this book. I'm currently on page 240. I mean, I'm not sure what I expected going into it for a book that's literally called Love at First Night. It's so bad. It's honestly so bad. And I mean, sometimes I like a little cheesy romance, which is what I thought this was going to be. I thought it was going to be a nice little like change of scenery compared to some of the like heavy fantasy books I've been reading. And it is easy to read, but it's so damn bad. Oh, some of the writing in it is so awkward and so clunky. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about books, but that is what I've been doing this evening. And I just can't. I actually just can't. I have made the bed, like I said, I've been sitting in it, reading my book for the last half an hour, and it's coming up to 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna go to bed. It's been a really random weekend, but I feel like I've done quite a lot, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me for the weekend and seeing what I get up to. Hopefully a bit of a change of pace from work days and evenings, and like I've done like lots of like itty bitty things over the last couple of weeks, so hopefully you enjoyed spending the weekend with me. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.